Hello and welcome in this video in which we're going to see would, could, should and may in Dutch. Now, how do you say would? Well, like this. I would do that. Ik zou dat doen. So, you simply use zou instead of would. And in the negative, it becomes ik zou dat niet doen. I wouldn't do that. So you just put the niet there. A special case is would like, because like is a little bit special in Dutch. So how do you say I would like to do that? You have two options. Ik zou dat willen doen. Or ik zou dat graag doen. And it's a little confusing because you have willen there. I would like to do that. And in the previous ones, it's just zou. So you use zou plus willen or zou plus graag to express would like. Another example. Hij zou morgen willen werken. He would like to work tomorrow. Right? So, zou willen werken. Would like to work. Alright, now could. How do you say could in Dutch? Well, like this. I could do that. Ik zou dat kunnen doen. So you use zou plus kunnen. And it becomes could. Also note that the infinitives always come at the end of the sentences in Dutch. So you see that the kunnen is behind dat. Alright? And in the negative, very simply, ik zou dat niet kunnen doen. I couldn't do that, or I wouldn't be able to do that. Alright, so couldn't and wouldn't be able. It's similar in Dutch. Would, could and should and so on, they do not always translate well. They do not convert well from English into Dutch. So there are some nuances that can appear. And for example, here, that would be I wouldn't be able to do that, or I couldn't do that. In Dutch, it sounds like this. Alright, another example with could. Zou je naar huis kunnen komen? Could you come home? Or could you, could you come home? If you have a teenage daughter or son and you want to politely ask him or her to come home, then zou je naar huis kunnen komen. If you're a polite parent, that is. Alright, and zou, that's important, also could be used for the polite way of saying things. And this is going to play a role in the next one, which is should. Should, for example, I should do that. Ik zou dat moeten doen. So you're using zou plus moeten. That is should. Or we should stay. Wij zouden moeten blijven. And you also see there's zouden, that's the plural form of zou. So it's always zou in the singular, zouden in the plural. However, when you're using should in the negative, shouldn't, that's one of those cases where it doesn't really translate well, or, well, Dutch and English aren't easily comparable. For example, ik zou dat niet moeten doen. If you say that, well, literally it would mean I shouldn't do that. But because you're using zou, and zou is used for polite things, it's more like I wouldn't have to do that. It is implied that I shouldn't do that. I am not certain whether I should do that or not. So yeah, that's a little complicated, and it's a way to say politely, well, probably I shouldn't do that. So yeah, Dutch and English aren't really well connected. If you want to say something more strong and a little less polite, then you can say ik zou dat beter niet doen. Like, it's better if I don't do that. That's more direct and you don't. Or I shouldn't do that. Ik zou dat beter niet doen. Alright, so I would that better not do, literally. Alright, so use beter to make stronger statements. Alright, and then may. I may do that. Ik zou dat mogen doen. But here, so you use zou plus mogen to be allowed to. Here, again, it doesn't translate well, because literally you say, I would be allowed to do that. And yes, that is one of the translations of may. However, I may do that. There's a possibility I'm doing that. Would be ik zou dat kunnen doen. So there you use the same as could. I could do that. So I could do that. I may do that. Would be a little the same in Dutch. Another example is zou ik bij u mogen zitten? Could I sit with you? Or may I sit with you at your table or something like that? Alright, if you like this video, make sure to click on the next one to start to get to know the past tense in Dutch. That's the video on top there. Alright, tot ziens!